Every classic American diner menu has the exact same problem, a massive, multi-page booklet of 15 different breakfast options that all sound identical, leaving you panicked when the server asks for your order. The modern diner is a marvel of short-order engineering, a place where comfort food meets lightning-fast assembly on a single piece of smoking steel. Today, we are explaining every single breakfast item on the board. From the hidden chemistry of the pancake to the bitter truth about bottomless coffee, we are breaking it down so that the next time you slide into a vinyl booth, you will be able to order breakfast like an absolute professional. Let's start with the foundation of the menu, eggs. When a server asks how you want them, they are looking for very precise terms. Over easy means the egg is flipped, but only for a few seconds. The whites are set, but the yolk remains completely liquid. Sunny side up is never flipped at all. The cook uses a metal dome and a squirt of water to steam the top of the whites while the yolk stays fully exposed and soft. Over hard means the cook intentionally breaks the yolk with a spatula, frying it completely solid. If you prefer them scrambled, they are beaten before cooking, creating a soft, curd-like texture. But diners have a hidden trick. Many high-volume kitchens whisk a splash of raw pancake batter into their scrambled egg mix. The starch stabilizes the egg proteins, preventing them from drying out on the hot grill and keeping them impossibly fluffy. Finally, there's Eggs Benedict, a poached egg and Canadian bacon served over a toasted English muffin, smothered in rich, velvety Hollandaise sauce. This French-inspired addition became a permanent American diner staple in the early 1900s. Next up is the potato side, and this is where most people get confused. There are 3 distinct styles you need to know. First, hash browns. These are shredded potatoes packed and pan-fried into a crispy patty. The secret to a perfect diner hash brown is moisture removal. Cooks violently squeeze the shredded potatoes to eliminate all water before they hit the grill. Without this, the potatoes steam instead of fry, ruining that iconic, shattering outer crust. Then we have home fries. These are diced potatoes, pan-fried on the flat top alongside onions and sometimes peppers. While hash browns are all about uniform crunch, home fries offer contrast, a crispy seasoned skin with a soft, pillowy interior. If you see potatoes O'Brien on the menu, you are getting home fries with the specific addition of both red and green bell peppers. This gives them a distinct sweetness, a sharper aroma, and a vibrant pop of color. 3 different cuts, 3 different textures, 3 completely different eating experiences. You can't have a diner breakfast without a protein side. Diner bacon is almost always cured pork belly, sliced thin and fried crisp under heavy metal presses to ensure even cooking. When it comes to sausage, you have 2 options. Sausage links are ground pork stuffed into a casing, seasoned with sage and pepper. The casing snaps when you bite it, locking in the hot juices. Sausage patties use the exact same seasoned meat, but are formed flat instead of stuffed. They dry out a bit faster, but they offer double the caramelized, crispy surface area. But if you want to order like a true local, look for the regional specialties. In parts of the Mid-Atlantic, especially Pennsylvania, you will find scrapple. This is a deeply traditional pan-fried loaf made from pork scraps, cornmeal, and spices. It's sliced thin and fried until the edges are completely crispy, a regional specialty dating back to Pennsylvania Dutch cooking traditions. Now for the sweet griddle staples. Pancakes are a simple batter poured into perfect circles on the flat top, resulting in a soft, fluffy stack. The hallmark of a great diner pancake is buttermilk. The lactic acid reacts with baking soda to create carbon dioxide bubbles, giving the pancake its airy structure. Waffles use a highly similar batter but are cooked inside a pressed iron, creating deep pockets engineered specifically to hold pools of melted butter and syrup. French toast isn't a batter at all. Instead, thick slices of bread, traditionally rich challah or brioche, are soaked in an egg and milk mixture, then pan-fried. Because the bread is slightly dried out, it acts like a sponge, absorbing the liquid without collapsing into mush, giving it a beautifully browned exterior and a custardy interior. Same breakfast table, 3 completely different cooking methods. Moving into heavy comfort food, we have biscuits and gravy. This Southern classic features flaky buttermilk biscuits split open and smothered in sausage gravy. This isn't a delicate sauce. It's a thick white gravy made from pork fat pan drippings, flour, and milk, heavily studded with crumbled breakfast sausage and black pepper. Rich and peppery, this dish traces its roots back to Appalachian cooking in the late 1800s, when cheap, calorie-dense meals were essential for farm and mill workers. If you look at the bottom of the side dish menu, you'll find grits. This is the American South's definitive answer to oatmeal, but corn-based, not oat-based. Grits are coarsely ground corn boiled into a thick, creamy porridge, a staple tracing back to Native American cooking traditions. At a standard diner, they are served hot and plain with a massive pat of melting butter, though you can customize them with sharp cheddar cheese or seasoned shrimp. For the diner patron on the move, the menu offers the classic breakfast sandwich. This is a masterclass in speed and portability. Eggs, cheese, and your choice of meat slammed between toast or an English muffin. But if you are sitting down, you might opt for the Western omelette, sometimes called a Denver omelette. This is a sheet of eggs folded tightly around diced ham, onions, and bell peppers. Its origins are widely tied to 19th century railroad cooks in the American West feeding hungry rail workers. Finally, no diner breakfast is complete without the coffee. Diner coffee is traditionally brewed using high-yield Robusta beans. It is roasted dark, brewed thin, and served screaming hot. It is intentionally designed to be endlessly refilled and slightly bitter. Why? Because that bitterness is exactly what you need to cut through the heavy coating of butter, maple syrup, and egg yolks left on your palate. It is less about artisanal flavor and more about the ritual, the bottomless cup that keeps the conversation and the meal going. Now you know the hidden history and precise definitions of every single item on the board. The next time you sit down at a diner, you won't stammer. Look the server in the eye and order like a true professional. 2 eggs over medium, bacon extra crispy, a side of well-done hash browns, and a bottomless coffee.